Week 14 of the NFL. And we'll see Tank Bigsby, your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Commanders and the Hawks, and it's coming up next.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewitt. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in off a win, another off that well-earned bye. Should make for a really energetic game. I'm wondering if you think one has the advantage over the other.
Well, I'd like to know how every single body feels down there. We don't. My guess is they're all hurting a little bit because once you get past the opener, you're never quite 100%. So I typically will lean with the team coming off a win. You feel good about yourself. You feel good in your preparation. But yeah, that healthy team is usually the better team as well.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And away we go from Lumen Field. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They go play action here. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's into the hands of 4. And they get this down to the 28. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
From a great... route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Commanders will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
A 400-plus yard passing day, it takes everybody. It takes protection. It takes your eligible playmakers to make those catches and gain your yards. But it also takes a red-hot quarterback playing with tremendous confidence and belief in what he can do. Now, his teammates are counting on him to do it again.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They run it again with Bigsby, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now Daniels off the play action. Deep. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. His first throw is an interception. And the Seahawks take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script is the word interception. Flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that 1st drive away.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Toss play. This is Walker. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's how talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet. Have that explode.
Touchdown, Seattle! So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Pickup of 2 here. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up the play. That how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They give up the gut to Bigsby. 1st down and more past the 40. And he gets this down to the 38. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. and you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. On the give, it's Bigsby. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Again, it's Bigsby. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Cut out left. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Out of the gun, Daniels connects with Johnson. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt a field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Gay's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-3 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Staying with Walker. Hits a seam at the 40. And he's
the fuck was that, guys? Come on.
Officially at the 49. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone in the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Finds Smith and Jigba right side. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. He's going to throw this one. He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Come on, guys, what is
That's
this?
what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Into the hands of Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Oh, what a stiff arm. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
First down from the red zone. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Cut near the goal line. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call the money down for a reason.
Gosh damn it, guys.
It's not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Walker will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying again, Walker. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Walker. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Seahawks now lead by 10. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Pressure off left, and it's blocked! The Commanders have it! And he doesn't get too far on the return, but hey, the overall play amounts to a point kept off the board with that blocked extra point.
You just never know what could be the play at the end of the game that we look back on and say, you know what? That was the play that decided it all. It seems small now. It's just a little old point, right? But if this one stays close to the end, keep an eye on that block because that single point could loom very, very large.
got first down from the 31. Hand off here for Bigsby. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. To throw, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Daniels throwing on third. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Oh, come on, guys.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they declined it, so that's going to bring up fourth down. Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Moore's got it. And he's brought down at the line.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. The Commanders, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crowd. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Daniels now. Getting out to his left. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Here's 2nd and 7. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's 3rd down now. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot.
And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for this. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first.
You know, I like that call for a couple different reasons. Yes, you get the first down. That's the obvious. But more importantly, that defense, they've got to account for everybody offensively on the field.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Into the hands of Bigsby. Complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go.
It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Seahawks returning their offense and this running back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Dumps it off to his running back.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When
gets this to Fant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
What the fuck was that?
It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks trying to add to their lead. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. And the Commanders get home. They drop in. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That quarterback clock, it is so important to play in the position and playing it efficiently. You got to know, you got to have that clock in your head because that's enough time in this league to get rid of the ball. That's a lesson this QB's got to learn.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Play stopped by Damone Clark. They pick up a single yard, still well behind the sticks for this 3rd down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Running with Walker again. And he's brought down for a loss. The Commanders take a timeout. They're 1st. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. Got 46 on his first punch, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. The Seahawks are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They have time to look to the end zone first here before they send the field goal unit out. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one's caught. And this play heads out of bounds. Marker down though, Brock. Could be some free yards here.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Things got a little too carried away there, and we are not surprised at all to see the flags fly and the penalty called.
Automatic 1st down.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Pass play now. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
You know what that call tells me a little bit? That they didn't trust that they could win the battle up front. No matter what they dialed up, run, pass, Doug Flutie, drop kick, that defensive front was coming. And they came strong to force a 3rd and goal.
Now the Seahawks are gonna spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They've held them out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They'll throw it. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. He's back to throw. He's going deep this time. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Could not beat the defender there. And now they face second down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. We've reached halftime from Seattle. It's the Seahawks leading in front of the home crowd. That will send you from one end of the country all the way to the other. Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Anthony Richardson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Malik Neighbors, a touchdown catch in the victory. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
These two teams making their final adjustment for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing now, Daniels. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one intended for the running back. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 65 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawks football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. Second down. They send a man in motion. Throwing now, off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Third and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders take over. Not an interception by the reigning defensive player of the year.
Clark, Weaver.
Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Bigsby will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. Daniels has it in close. And that's a Washington touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Commanders get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. The touchdown dropped this back to a one-possession game, so they're hoping to get some breathing room right back here. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And the Commanders get home. They drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Walker hauls it in. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. They'll they're throwing it. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Punt meets him at the 28. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Commanders will go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. Now it's Bigsby. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Oh no, they get him yet again. And he makes the let's go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
Like you say that, you know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk.
You should have got serious damage. He's still throwing it. That's stupid.
Offense trying to add to the defensive effort and turn 6 points into 8. Here we go. Toss to the left side. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Ooh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick six, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
Ty Chandler to return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now comes the Commander offense for another series. And like a swarm of hornets, the coverage has been everywhere this offense has tried to throw it. So many possessions lost to interceptions, as we're being reminded of right here.
Yeah, think about it from a pure mathematical perspective. That's as many as 24 to 20, even 32 points left on the table offensively. That's enough to win a brand new football game. Kept off the board by a secondary. You call them Hornets, I call them dancing like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
I love it.
Come on.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's Jonathan Mingo, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Play fake here, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Again, Daniels to the air. Launches one deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down. Still sticking with the passing game. Into traffic, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now Daniels off the play action. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Commanders will have a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Still has some space inside the 35. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Daniels now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The challenge with so many sacks is it just disrupts everything in the rhythm and timing of your offense. All of these negative plays. This league and this game is hard enough when you're on schedule. All of these sacks set you behind the chains, and you've seen how disruptive it is for this offense.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And they pick him off again. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before. Okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game. It happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Looking for a throw here. And a man is there to knock that away.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. That's into the hands of Moore. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
They give up the gut to Walker. Gets to space right side. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Walker. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
The give now to Walker. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Seahawks lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown! It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Seahawks go up by 19. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Chandler now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Commanders set to take over. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
He lofts it deep left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Daniels. He's looking deep once again. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing off the play fake here. Gets this to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Daniels. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And it's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Daniels. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Whew, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now Daniels to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Ernest Jones with the pick. Along the right sideline, there's space. And the Seahawks take over as he records his 10th career INT.
I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie. That's what that whole defense screams after an interception. And you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Airing it out to start this drive. Pass complete to Walker. And he'll go down here at the 16. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Second and 3 now. To the ground with Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Well, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Myrtlehead able to knock it through. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Chandler now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. And it's still largely a rough outline, Brock. Not a finalized picture just yet, but our playoffs are starting to take shape. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing now, Daniels. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense. He just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Got Mingo, it's complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Out of the gun, Daniels. It's taken in by Mingo. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Again, Daniels to the air. That's going to be caught by Mingo. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Connects with Johnson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Daniels has it in close. Touchdown, Washington. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
The Commanders leaving their offense on the field. We got a two-point try coming up. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for two, but it doesn't work out. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. This returns it up to the 25. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Walker running to the right. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They go play action here. He finds Fant. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Gets this to Fant. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Back to throw. Flush down now to his left. Now here he goes. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Walker on first down. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now looking to throw. He's on the, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Into the hands of Walker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. On first down, here's Daniels. Gets everything he has under this throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So second down coming up.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
On second and 10 now, Daniels splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
He fires one deep down the middle. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on fourth and short.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
They give up the gut to Bigsby. And this one doesn't go far. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the marker as they turn it over on downs here in the fourth.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Seahawks offense running out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Throwing now from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff. Now to throw. And he sails that one over the end zone. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. It's on the turf, falls out, he lost it. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. 9 yards on that tote, and now a much different 4th and short decision than a moment ago.
We only got one fumble back. Wow.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks nearing their 9th win of the season. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate. It's never over until it's over.
Try and push it deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, 3rd down. Now to throw. On the move, headed right. He's running for it. A gain of 27 yards there. And the Commanders will have a first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
2nd down and 10. Daniels into the hands of Bigsby. Complete. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Daniels on 1st down. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Second and 3 now. From the gun, it's Daniels. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. Escapes the pocket. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Commanders can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
They'll try it on the ground. And he's not going to get in. Not that the 2 would have really made a difference. This one already decided. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.